The eavesdrop rule. As our learners come across longer words in their reading and those they need to spell, we want to be sure to teach them strategies to support their development. One of the ways we can do this is by teaching them the rules for adding suffixes to words. Some of the things we want to teach about adding suffixes to words are teaching the two kinds of suffixes, adding s or es to words, teaching the doubling rules, teaching the eavesdrop rule, and adding suffixes to words ending in y. Today, we're going to zero in on teaching the eavesdrop rule. Now, just like doubling with 111 words, which was our last video, the eavesdrop rule has specific parameters. First, the suffix we're adding to the word needs to be a vowel suffixes. There are suffixes that start, these are the suffixes that start with a vowel like er. Second, the base word needs to be a word that ends with a silent e, like the word hope or the word use. Let's walk through a few words as we explore the eavesdrop rule a little bit more. Let's say we have the word give and we want to add ing to it. We need to first ask ourselves, do we have a base word that ends with a silent e? And give, yes it does. It ends with a silent e. But that's not enough. We need to ask ourselves, are we adding a vowel suffix? And we can see that ing starts with a vowel. So yes, we have a vowel suffix. So that means when we write the word giving, we're going to drop the e to spell it. Okay, let's try another one. Let's say we have the word name and we want to add Lee to it. We need to first ask ourselves, does our base word end with a silent e? And yes, it does. And we also need to remember to ask if the suffix is a vowel suffix. So here, if we look at the suffix, we can see it starts with a consonant. It starts with an L. It does not start with a vowel. So when we write the full word, we do not need to drop the e because our suffix was not a vowel suffix. Now, spelling words with the eavesdrop rule can be tricky for our learners, but I really think reading some of them can be even trickier. For example, take this word. Do we break it down with the base word stripe and the suffix ed? Or do we break it down with its strip and the suffix ed? Well, let's camp here for just a minute. If the base word is strip, this means we have a base word that's a 111 word, right? Strip is one syllable. It has one vowel, which is the I, and one consonant at the end, which is the P. So we're also adding a vowel suffix. Our ed starts with a vowel. So if the base word was strip, we would expect to see it spelled with two P's and not just one. Because if you look at our original word, it only has one P. That means the base word cannot be strip. It must be stripe. Because we have the eavesdrop rule in effect here. The E from stripe was dropped before the ed was added. So the word is striped, not stripped. Let's try one more. Is this word hopped or the word hoped? Well, let's break it down to figure it out. We could try adding hope in the ed, or we could try hop with the ed. And again, let's look at that. If we look at the base word hop, we have another 111 word. Hop is one syllable. It has one vowel, which is the O, and one consonant at the end. Now we're also adding a vowel suffix to the word. So if the base word was hop, we would expect to see it spelled with two P's and not just one. So the word can't be hopped. It must be hoped with the silent E that has been dropped. Remember, in order to drop the final E in a single syllable word, two things must be true. We have to have a base word that ends in a silent E, and we must be adding a vowel suffix to the word, not a consonant suffix. Now, just a few words will not be enough practice for many of our learners, so I've created some free printables on my blog you can use to practice the eavesdrop rule. I also have an interactive inflected endings bundle pack in my shop with games and activities for practicing this skill, as many others related to adding the suffixes to words. The links to these resources can be found in the description below. As always, thanks for joining me at This Reading Mama, where you'll find hands-on learning for home or school.